Hello, stream. Again, turn this down. How's it going? Okay, I'm back.
Oh, it was under a
There we
minute.
go.
They did it. It was under a minute.
Are you making
And
fun of me?
no, where Roman left, said BRB getting a drink, and then Dobby will immediately come back as soon as I leave. And the answer was 30 seconds later, you came back.
Okay. That's
So,
fine.
yep.
You can connect through Parsec.
Right, because of that, you won't be able to parsec me. Because I can't parsec someone when I'm being parseced.
She can just Parsec to me, it's the same difference.
True enough, but now she
Well,
won't be able to see my measure.
Just fucking stream it on Discord.
True enough, I suppose. But, regardless.
Okay.
Before you stream though, wait, never mind.
Screen share, you can do it. Oh,
Me?
it's just no. It's screen share, not parsec.
I thought I was being told to stream screen share.
No. Your shit is fine. I see it. Actually, let me unmute it.
Someone's mic is beating it.
Was it
I don't
no?
think it's me.
I'm looking for it, but it stopped.
You scared it off.
It's like a fucking Wario Will mini game. The moment I start looking for it, it goes away.
So I'm not sure what to do with this one. I'm kind of concerned about these stouts because of them at the same time. There's a blocking. Wish Civ 7 has some stuff that looked mildly sus and some stuff that looked pretty good. AKA the usual. Oh, right. Also, the 3D models of the leaders are fucking garbage. As is tradition, to be honest, but they're completely garbage. It's kind of hilarious how bad the models of the
There you
leaders
go.
are.
Maybe 10 more years they'll have good AI.
Maybe. It'd be like low-key one of the good use case for like machine learning AI, to be honest. Because like these kinds of games are just really complex. So machine learning on like fucking game players and how to play game could be interesting. But that aside.
Okay.
I'm second place at 24,000. Last wins. Last run. Oh, last. Words. But yeah, I already thrown you the stuff. I didn't see anything beyond from Monster Hunter besides what I already threw at you.
Tomorrow. Be more stuff tomorrow, you said? That's fine.
Yes. As
I'm here.
It's going to be playable.
Huzzah! You can join real quick.
All right.
Otherwise, I know. I only half watched the actual like Gamescom and shit because most of the games I didn't. I don't know. Super care.
Like the dragon.
Yakuza.
Okay,
I didn't see those.
who would like the recap? Who would like the recap?
To recap the
We got kicked out of the room. That's it.
Hooray!
Oh, that's it.
We did the mini game and then we got kicked out of the room. That's all that happened.
Yes.
Because
We
the
got
minigame was
unarrested?
literally like an hour.
No,
We got
just-
unarrested and then we got re-arrested. Yeah.
Yes.
The handcuffs.
The Russian was a cute girl in disguise.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's really it.
It's,
9th of January.
It is in here.
Are we ready?
I think we're good.
And you'll get the
9th January.
I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. See, we did get thrown out.
I wish we managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might have been.
I think I know what it is. I'm curious, like, if anyone else has figured it out.
We didn't manage to investigate at all.
I have no idea.
I didn't expect you to.
I imagine
Duh.
that we won't be able to for a while longer. While we get past that sailor guarding the door.
I am
Look at
guarding
him
the door.
walking. Guard.
I think it would have been more
Glaring at
appropriate
us
to
as
say
if
niet.
say, don't
Niet.
even think about it. Oh, wait a minute.
oh that
What is it?
Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go?
House drinking water.
Damn it,
Oh,
I
yeah.
waited for Roman. Just so
He's
that
completely
Sherlock could have a voice.
disappeared.
I'm venting, just like Among Us.
So
When
that
did he
is
do
something
that?
you do.
Slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists.
We're professional.
So
dude on shark.
I wish we had a chance to look around in Miss Pavlova's cab.
What? Why you look like that? You want something?
Hmm?
Maybe you want me to throw you out again, hmm?
Good.
Oh no, definitely not that.
Next time I have to throw you out, I show you what lobsters spend winter. Understand?
Yes, understand.
Not winter.
Maybe I should steer clear of him until he's forgotten my face.
I don't think he'll ever forget your face, Nello-san.
Was that thought or said? Is she reading thoughts?
That
Yes.
has been happening a lot. We've mentioned this, right? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
No, but
this
it's
keeps
still
happening.
really funny. Like, it's funny when it happens explicitly.
Alright.
Yeah, in investigations, the blue text sometimes is I think more like whispering.
Okay.
I
That's
think.
pretty
I don't know.
I'm going to do my best to pay attention, but I'm going to be eating lamb meat.
I do not think you have to worry. Your character literally vented.
Okay.
He's pretty sus.
Yeah. Okay then. Well, that's our cabin.
Not our comrade cabin. It's Kazuma-sama's.
Sorry, what?
Your accommodation is confined to the wardrobe inside the cabin.
What? You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been calling home. Well, anyway. I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga has managed to uncover any new clues.
Oh god.
Yes. We should probably find him and ask. I heard he's lunching, though.
I'm on lunch break.
Your other characters.
Nope.
Fred and Amp voice the two main characters. I voice the Russians.
Roy, like,
buttons.
Spin.
There.
Spin.
Move.
wasn't there a button that moves my view?
Was it 80?
No.
Oh god.
It's not.
Is
It's
it
not
M?
included.
Is it? Yeah. Is it? It's not M. Is it the look around button?
I think that is.
Might be M. Try M. M.
Oh, and now it's B.
Thank you, chat. Oh, now it's
M.
B. Oh, okay.
M
Right.
for look, and B for look.
See, I'm sad you said that because I was gonna say M
Look.
for snake.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right,
This was not here before.
it's Blook around.
Yeah,
The book on top of the table there really is huge. There's a pen with it too.
mook around and book around.
Yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log.
Shall we have a little look through it?
Writing so neat and precise. It's just like I already seen that book. We have.
Oh yeah, I think it was one of the Russians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it, this is a repeat. I thought it was new.
It wasn't. No, I think there's
Yeah.
nothing new in this room. I think you just moved to back to the room.
This is what we get for waiting a week to come back.
M for mook around the 16th student hiding somewhere within these walls.
Bloop.
Oh my god, that light's off. It must be a clue. Really,
Yes.
though.
No one got my reference.
Sorry.
That door leads to second class area.
It's locked. I can't open it.
No, well, that stands to reason. You're broke, so you can't go there.
Damn.
There's no one's to let the murderer escape.
Gosh, she gave me a very stern look when she said that.
And they're so cute together.
God. Alright, what did I miss? Let's look around. Okay.
I have a question.
What's up?
Is there a ladder versus step ladder joke in this game?
There's gotta be like one somewhere, but I don't know if stepladders have been invented yet. But there's gotta be something similar.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell what
It comes up again in Spirit of Justice, and Maya's just like, I knew that they weren't stepladders every single time, but I wanted to fuck with you or something.
Alright, it's still the 9th of January. It looks like they're still investigating in here.
Yes, on that subject. I wonder if Inspector Hosonaga is unscathed.
Inspector Hosonaga. What do you mean, unscathed?
Did you kill him?
Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Nanodo-san?
It has been a week.
Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Oh, yes, right, of course I remember that. But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. You never know. Where's...
Don't come looking for me. I don't want to be found.
Bloop.
Yeah. B for snake. You, where did you go?
Oh, sorry, I just went to the next door cabin.
Why? Who gave you permission for this?
Well, Seaman Hosonaga did.
Ah, Seaman.
That's new Japanese, was it? Later, I will roll him into a ball and throw him into cold room.
Fun?
Wow.
What?
Wow. He's gone back to guarding the door.
That's
His
right.
balls won't be the only balls shriveled up.
I hope Inspector Hosonaga doesn't find himself in too much trouble now again. I hope his balls don't freeze up.
Alright, he's really gone out of his way to help us, hasn't he? When we get back to Japan, we'll have to take him first. A steak at Le Carnaval.
That could be a very long time from now, Nanodo-san.
And he might not live that long.
True.
He has been dying for a while.
He has some fucking coughing in it.
I'll press B for snake.
B for look.
I could be any. Wow, I look way worse than I did 2 seconds ago. Holy shit.
You mean a week ago?
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Ah, you're back. Everything hurts.
Inspector!
What happened to you? Your face is fucked up.
Please, don't worry about it. They're just scratches.
Fucking like Konosuba light shining.
Made by a bear, maybe.
When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fists and then toss me overboard. That second
What?
one didn't take. But the pummeling was over in a flash. He must have decided against throwing me overboard. So, it was nothing, really.
It looked like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to.
But I mean, not like.
Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about the neighbor cabin.
Yes, so I understand.
Oh,
I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago.
He sounded a lot like myself.
It's true. I think his name was something like Herlock Sholmes. I don't think he was German, though.
That explains it. Well, shall we compare notes then? We can tell you what we found out.
Yes, let's do it.
what is
Yeah,
it?
compare notes time.
What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door.
Oh, do you know who she is?
Please. What self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel?
Oops, I think I have something below there.
Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case at least.
Oh, how so?
Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they?
Well, now I've definitely upset him.
Inspector, has your investigation here proven fruitful?
I've learned that somebody died.
Incredible.
If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job.
Oh, I see.
Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you.
We found the
what is
killer.
Yes, lead us, Inspector, please.
No clogging stuff is.
New information?
Clogging stuff is.
What is this new information you speak of?
It's this.
Am I wrong?
The Burya's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report. Surely this won't change later.
Oh, Kazuma's post-mortem report.
They don't have the technology to update autopsy reports. We'll find.
Where's my son? My boyfriend is dead.
Oh, so what was the cause of death?
Damage to the cervical vertebrae is what's written in the report. Maybe you should just read it.
His neck was broken?
Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury. So, at first, I think they were considering poison. Or poisson, if you remember from last time.
Yeah.
Poisson.
But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all.
Well, what weapon was used then?
Nothing has been found as yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark.
Oh,
Except
I
for
see.
bruises, I guess. Whatever.
Call it flaunt.
The body can't bruise if they're dead.
It's true.
It's true. While the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain, a strong enough impact to the neck could induce death.
Call the.
It is a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left, besides the bones being crushed.
Poor Kazuma.
I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes, it's fine. I trust you.
Gasps.
After all, if I didn't trust you,
I wouldn't have gotten punched in the face.
I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, now would I?
Yeah.
Dot, dot, dot.
Nice handcuffs.
Alright, we got weapons.
Oh, Mr. Somso here, was he? I'm a big fan.
Yes. He seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating like a gremlin. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored.
Did he say anything at all?
Actually, now that you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish, was all he said.
Shoe polish. Wonder what he meant.
It was when he was over there, by the piece of broken glass. Do you see?
Fellas, stay eyes up.
Perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark, do you think?
Dragon Cave.
Ah, yes. That must be it.
But how could Mr. Sholmes know that shoe polish?
That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. Maybe he licked it.
What's wrong? What is it, Susato-san?
Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue.
Dark tan? Sort of dark brownish red?
Yes, a little like the color red wine, but darker. I often repaired them in foreign.
Feet.
Oh.
Feet.
Does this mean that this mark was made by the polish showing Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor?
Mark on the floor.
Mark on the floor.
Can we take the mark with us?
Yes.
That's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post. My fellow crewman's eyes are boring into the back of my head.
Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you.
Still there.
I'm going to stand here and try not to pass out.
Poor Inspector. He looks like he has cancer.
Do they know what cancer is yet?
Oh, no. Well,
Maybe.
maybe. I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi-san. It was my responsibility. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You were his friends. The truth is, I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning.
A heavy head. It's intriguing. My head's still throbbing too.
His head is heavy.
I got like
At the very least, you can see what you've examined already and what has like bare minimum changed since.
so
So like that might be new information. I don't know why it would be, but
So it's clear that these letters were written with ink that was somehow spilled on the floor. And they spelled a Russian word for wardrobe.
It does seem to be an unambiguous pointed to you, Neruda-san, as you were sleeping in there.
But to be truly unambiguous, it should have just spelled out my name, don't you think?
Well, either way, one fact remains. It's hard to imagine that Kazuma-sama would have written his last words, or word, in Russian. Wasn't he Japanese?
Begs the
We
question.
need hope so.
Who did write it?
Indeed, who did it?
So where's the speckled band? This ventilator joins to Miss Pavlova's cabin.
Yes, that's
The
right.
invasive plant?
Just a few minutes before he died, Kazuma saw something emerge from it. A speckled band, as he described.
If only Miss Pavlova had been Miss Pavlova had been able to shed some light on it, but she seemed as baffled as we are.
Yes. I wonder if she's telling us everything, though.
I'm not sure.
I know most people aboard would say the same about me, but there was something about that woman that didn't sit right with me.
You just hate women.
Oh, I thought Felix left.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'd almost be curious if you just move back outside. Does anything change?
It's possible. I think you
books.
should. Yeah,
Books
we've seen. Yeah, we've seen those before.
Except
They're
that now
all-
she's organized.
Yeah. Well, I guess. No, I think we examined them after organized, as this happened mid-investigation. They're all fucked up and now they're correct?
You fix them.
Yes. That doesn't... You have to look after ship's property. Unruly behavior in the cabins lead to damage.
Oh, my bad. But you know, it wasn't actually me who knocked them over, right?
Well, anyway. But now they're neatly lined up. I can't relax when things are untidy. I have OCD.
Let me look around. Why the rules? Why are the rules blue? These are the rules of passage to travel abroad the SS Buria.
The rules are blue because you have not broken them, Tana.
Remember, we've read the rules. These are the
Hey.
rules.
What's new here? Sorry, bringing her pet on board. Miss Pavlova has broken the rules.
Also, this book was the booklet they gave out to everyone. I don't question it. She called it her friend, didn't she?
Yes, although we don't know what form this friend takes us in.
I'm almost certain whatever it is, it's inside the traveling case in our cabin.
Friend. What is this that seems like? Must be a bunny.
Bun.
I don't think there's anything left to.
Yeah, the investigation loop is literally just we've obtained one new piece of information. Time to check every room we can again to see what changed. Except in this case, it's pretty straightforward. There's only like 3 places.
Oh,
Naturally, it's coming up.
Instant death.
The shoe on the stringy, and the half-broken bell. How fucking know that is, to be honest.
It does kind of look like a bell, but
Why would there be a bell?
Maybe it was an accident.
Yeah,
Is that possible? Is it ever an accident or is it always murder?
I don't remember.
that's a good question.
Like, he just slipped. And then decided to write in Russian because of the brain damage.
Because of the brain damage.
Because of the
Seems
brain
like
damage. He tried to say to look out for his friend that he left in the wardrobe, but all he could say was wardrobe.
Garderobe.
Garderobe.
Sorry.
Garderobe. Yeah, whatever.
Did we read this already? Yeah,
Probably.
we did.
I'm reading the Dead Man's Diary. I do not give a fuck.
There's definitely been accidental murders throughout the entire series, but I'm struggling to think of any.
Yeah, same. I feel like there has at least been one.
Oh, 1-3,
well-
the Steel Samurai, was built on top of an accidental murder.
That's right.
Yeah. But it became more than that, but it was built on top of that.
Yeah.
Let's
so
get
that
outta
comes
here.
to mind.
We will never be able to enter here again.
Well, let's see if we can like fuck off to
Text
maybe
change.
The 9th of January.
Ah. Wait, no, I hold.
Holding on.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Anyways, look,
Get
Nano
metal
does
material.
Siemens Drongendov has gone.
He said Seaman and
Wrong
completely
enough?
lost his
Who
mojo.
said it?
What?
He said it.
Oh,
said
that's
it.
the pun. I get it.
That burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us.
You cannot
Ugh,
see me,
all
but I
these
can still
Russian
see
names
you.
impossible
Thrust.
to remember.
It's not even a Russian.
Is she beefing on my stroganoff?
Who could that be?
Did you hear that? Sounded like someone singing.
I did it the great detective way.
It could have been anyone.
This caroling. Kind of that lark-like voice. What the fuck is lark-like?
Like
It's a bird.
Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity
I
for
thought
us.
Yes, you're right. We must seize it. And
Not a means
copyright
of
his theme
production.
song. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate.
No
Definitely.
copyright law in the universe can stop me.
Well, that stringy knot crewman comes back.
It's strong enough. Not stringy knot.
Whatever.
It just move. Wait, there's nothing else here. Oh, okay.
That is not how you do it.
I want to go inside.
Okay, instead of going inside and talking about how this could be a chance, let's talk about how this could be a chance.
Yeah. We can investigate every last inch of that cabin and lick all of the floor.
I don't know if we should go that far.
We might not be able to lick her feet, but we can lick what her feet touch.
I'm already doing that.
Do it looking around a little more.
Why you don't like licking floors? No.
Now that it's been a week, I can make these jokes without Isla because everyone forgot she's 15.
Don't worry, I was gonna remind you. 3 strikes and you're out.
I didn't know, officer. It's not my fault.
Your Honor.
League of Legends.
Die.
Ah!
Where'd she go? Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. She's at the sun. Oh, wait, where's she gone?
I'm gone. I'm fucking
Hey.
sleeping.
Where are you going? How'd you get there so fast? Those are private things.
There's not a moment to waste, Nehoda-san. We will investigate as quickly as we can. Try to find her panties while I snoop through her diary.
I suppose you're right, for Kazuma's sake.
Not just for Kazuma-sama.
What do you mean?
It can't be long now until we are at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there.
Character development.
Really?
We must solve this case, Nehoda-san. By ourselves if we have to. I was teasing you all this time, actually. I do care.
No, she's just being like peer pressured by Hosonaga.
Okay, we will. Can I look now? Yes. Close.
Nehoda-san, are you there?
Sorry. I'm right next to you. Yes, why?
Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There's no place like home.
Oh, come on. Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see.
But there's panties in there. Maybe.
Oh, anyway. I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes.
It's rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding there, but no such luck. Why'd you bring those if she's like running away from you?
To sell.
Mm.
Okay, I guess. I mean, the crown was like worth $1 billion for sure. Wait, the
crown
friend was in
really-
here, right?
Oh my. Miss Pavlova's case is open. Do you see a bunny?
Completely empty inside. But according to the great detectives, great deduction. She was hiding her special friend in there.
Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret.
Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Brilliant. What kind of animal she had in there?
A rat.
A bunny. And more to the point, where is it now?
That's fucking gone. She took it.
Where'd it go? I don't really see anything.
Check the desk.
Alright.
You can also
Yes.
press B for snake.
There are just a few books on the desk, nothing else by the looks of it.
Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballot last night.
Ballot.
She's hard.
Me in 3 months
She didn't wanna
running
vote.
away from the ballot.
Yes. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all.
That's true. I wonder what kind of book she likes to read.
How to kill a guy next door.
Hmm.
Let's
Let
not
me
go
see.
crazy. We don't have proof.
Yes. See. Flips through book. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading. Books written in Russian.
Wow.
I'm a
Thank you
great-
for your valuable insight. I
I'm-
think I probably already knew that.
It's rude to ask too much people on Hello the Sun. Kinda remembered it.
Thank you, judicial assistant. What would I do without you?
Alright, what about these books?
I forgot about that one.
All the books that toppled over together, look. Every single one.
Do you think that's a god of the sea? Perhaps? He's toppled through. No.
Get
Exactly the same as the bookcase next door. In Cosmos Cup.
Perhaps. Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballad pose and fell against the bookcase?
I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company?
Alright then. It must have been you! You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage? Hmm.
Not everything bad that happens in the ship is because of me.
Well, anyway. I'll set them all straight again in here. Too. I don't like seeing things disarray.
Not the OCD!
Gotta take care of my OCD.
Not to knock
You've
them all over
activated my
again.
trap card.
Not to knock them all over again.
Ah, there. I feel better now. Let's continue now.
Let's
This
keep rules. Again.
No. No.
What am I gonna get from this? It's the same rules.
There's the same rules. They don't change magically.
This one is red, Tana, because you have broken the rules.
Did you notice that on the sun and the words were not highlighted this time? Their special friend.
Where her friend has disappeared to now. Probably having fun exploring the ship, I imagine.
I just hope Seaman, strong enough, doesn't find it and throw it overboard.
Oh yeah, that would be sad.
You think our friend's a monkey or a bunny?
But neat. Oh my god, T-set.
Wait, there's a bowl on the ground.
Alright, final approval.
I wonder what this little saucer's doing on the floor.
Yes, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately.
Ah, do you think? Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here? I've never owned a pet before.
I've
It's
actually was thinking something else. What, a leak?
Is this ship quite safe?
I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink. It's not a submarine.
What's a submarine?
No, you're right. Of course you're right. Submarines don't exist.
That's why you're the lawyer and I'm the assistant.
She's trying really hard to persuade herself. This must be. She's at.
It would seem this teapot is empty.
So natural conclusion is that the Russians are very thirsty people.
Or because Miss Pavlovoli came into this cabin last night. She hadn't had the chance to make any tea yet. I mean, it could be either.
Or both.
Or both.
It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it.
You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Nano-san?
Always double down.
It's true.
Me playing 2xKO like.
That box?
There's like a random trash can.
I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket. I call them fancy words here.
Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away?
Nano-san. It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know?
I'll do
There's
it
been
instead.
a murder! Ugh, those eyes. She's looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now.
However, those are special circumstances, I think.
Exactly. We have no choice.
Zoom.
There's hardly anything in here at all.
Unzoom.
No, well, that's a little disappointing.
What were you expecting?
After making such a stink, too.
Alright, let's
Press M for
look
snake.
around. Look around. Okay.
What about the bag on the floor?
There's a bag that I can
No,
open.
it's not real. You can't push on it.
It's not real.
I see nothing.
What about the vent?
Alright, look at that.
They're around.
One of these next to the bed in Cousin's cabin.
Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist to
What?
on it. Ding!
He barely hesitated. Gave it a good tug, too. Come on, Magic Maid.
No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come.
It's me, Erlock Jones. You rang?
We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret. Everything is intentional.
Sus.
Alright, the vent is sus. Who vented? This ventilator connects to Cosmo's cabin next door.
If Herlock Sholmes does not like roll out of the vent, I'm gonna riot.
Yes, although what a foolish shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room.
Maybe it's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm. That's so stupid.
Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning.
They show the brain salt.
That is a possibility. Well, anyway, last night, Casimir wrote that he saw a speckled van coming in. Alright, door.
Let's look at
A
the
door.
Let's look at the door. This cabin door is the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin door has.
It's a door. If it was open, it would be ajar.
That's a good one.
Boo.
If the bolt's drawn across, there's no way anyone could enter the cabin from outside.
Yes, it's not a particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across of its own accord, would it?
No, when the door is made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the outside.
Man, that's how they work.
Magic.
And it seals it perfectly too, to stop any seawater coming in. So you couldn't use the method you told me of passing the thread through a crack around the closed door either.
Didn't know a lot of tricks for opening doors. I'm starting to see why they're so suspicious. You think
Ignore that
that's
they arrested you before they knew that.
No, you haven't found the one aspect. Try investigating the wardrobe, maybe you
Investigate
reinvest.
harder?
It's not that.
Can we check the bed?
Never mind.
Harder?
Yeah, never mind.
Alright.
Bed, yeah.
The classic is to just like pan back and forth, going slightly up or down each time.
The portrait surely is a
The painting!
I don't think that's.
And you did the vent.
What about the horn above the books? I don't know.
Like a lamp.
Well, no, it's sorry. The like The book's to the left. Yeah,
Oh, the
right
horn.
there.
Yeah,
That
the
thing.
horn is nothing apparently.
The speaking horn.
Why is
No,
this
it's
here?
nothing.
Is it like a loudspeaker?
Might be.
Could be.
Like book around.
Look
Go to the
around.
chair.
The coat hangers somehow.
The coat hangers.
They're just gone.
The desk. Weird. I think that's everything.
Maybe we just leave now that we've put the books up.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Putting the books must have changed history. I agree.
Nice. Try. Yeah.
It's not impossible, I guess.
You've
Look,
opened a
The
secret
game wants me to
passage.
go here. The game wants
Actually,
me to
no.
go here.
Actually, no. Maybe going there triggered the bunny escaping. Go back up. Go back to your room, maybe.
Alright, it got caught by the mousetrap. It did. But it was good.
By
If
the way,
only.
Roman, have you noticed that you can actually just go from like anywhere to anywhere in this game, and not like you must go to the connecting point and then you.
Right,
can
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not on the GBA.
Hooray.
Oh my god, it's
It could be
that
anyone there.
weirdo.
Oh, it's Mr. Shums. Look.
This is the question. Was he there before you went in the room? Did you check?
You
You
did.
never know where he's going to turn up next to you.
Let's look at the book.
He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself. His own theme song.
Let's look at the look. Oh yeah, because he was singing. You just fucking ignored him and went into the room to investigate. And we-
Tra-la-la, lira-lira-lay. I did it the great detective way.
Still singing.
It's 10 minutes
Yeah,
later.
That's
Oh, he's simply in extremely high spirits.
Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when the yard bit off more than it could chew.
Now Ludwig's in trouble.
And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky Herlock was about.
excuse me.
I solved it all and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way.
And I did it my
Mr.
way.
Ah, what is it? You want to fight? Huh? You want to scrap?
You want
Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing. And here I was about to reach the climactic finish.
Yeah, but when I said they used motion cap in this game.
I thought you were never going to stop, so I figured now is as good time as any.
I very nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks.
Ow. Alright, I get the picture. You can stop now. Please put your fists away.
I love him.
You weren't looking through an underage lady's wardrobe, were you?
No.
That'd be fucked up.
Mr. Shums, you seem to be examining something before I interrupted you.
Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in the study of the ship's log as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here. He's got really good handwriting.
Oh yes, the ship's log. He does?
Did you find out anything useful from it?
Well, after 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries were blank.
Which means that there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so.
Ha 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 ha! You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it.
Sorry.
Point. Your logic, my boy, is inverted.
What do you mean, Mr. Shums?
Observe the other pages, and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in the first-class passageway. And he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour.
He writes that in every 30 minutes.
Nothing to report.
Precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report.
You mean...
Yes. There were circumstances afoot last night, which led to the seaman being absent from his post. This is my point that makes girls talk.
What kind of circumstances? What happened? Your finger is so close to my face.
That remains a mystery for now. But we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file.
I did it.
Wow. Good job. Get that out of my face.
Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective.
Yeah.
I have my moments. You're starting to understand what my way is, I see. What makes Sholmes Sholmes. Brilliance. Ha 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 ha. Ow.
What is it? Are you hurt?
Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing headache this morning for some reason. Nothing more.
Gasps.
Well, my friends, until our next encounter, I'm gonna go crawl around the vents.
He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders off down the passageway.
The book is gone.
There's something wrong, Suzato-san. You seem lost in thought.
It's just... Well, I feel the same.
Sorry?
I want to sing. Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous throbbing.
You can't say that.
Oh, you too?
I didn't notice it when Hosonaga said it, but now that Sholmes has said it, I'm sure.
Everyone's been poisoned.
Ranger.
The only way to get out of the simulation is to die. They're trying to save us.
Fuck, I really want...
You've obtained new information. I wonder if you can go anywhere and magic things will happen now.
One of these times when you come out in this hall, I want to see Sholmes dead on the mousetrap.
It's like with his finger inside it.
I just wanted the cheese.
He absolutely would. I don't know about the mousetrap, but I know he does have a moment of intelligence in this chapter.
But yeah, what were we doing here again?
Ah, what's that?
Oh no.
Fucking...
Oh.
There's an air raid! We're being torpedoed!
5 kill streak, enemy AC 130.
Russian guy here too.
Vessel sighted a quarter-mile 4. Full stop. Hard starboard. All hands brace for impact.
This is like the Titanic 1.
What the?
Fuck do you mean 1? Is there a 2?
I think we're about to crash into another ship.
We're about to
What?
become the Titanic 2.
Oh god.
Oh god, the screen's moving!
What's that?
Hold on to me!
Ah!
The Doppler effect.
Suzato-san, are you alright? Are you injured?
I think I'm fine. Thank you, Yahoo-san.
Wait, what did he say? Hold on to my hand?
Yes.
While he's handcuffed?
Yes.
Impressive.
Help.
It looks like we avoided a collision.
I think...
Yes, the ship has come to a stop.
Oh my goodness. What about you, Yahoo-san? Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, the books are ruined again.
Really just
Hello?
Hello,
Is
is it-
anybody in there?
Okay.
road.
I don't know which character this
It's
is.
probably a Russian
Or small,
seaman.
human.
If I was a betting man. Hello! Is anyone in there? Shout if you need assistance! That's not a Russian voice, but I'm going with it.
Oh, that sounds like...
God damn it!
We were both wrong.
Inspector Hosonaga.
No, I wasn't
It does?
wrong. It was a seaman. It was just the one that's not Russian.
Is that you in there, Naruhodo-san? Unbolt the door quickly.
Instead of
see
being
what's
Russian, he's Russian to the door.
What?
Want want.
It's like
Look at that. This is literally the answer to the fucking crime.
The door's bolted.
yeah.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't touch it.
I wanted us to have a
I remember last time when we investigated the door and they were like, it wouldn't just slam shut. That would be stupid.
Behold, it slammed shut and the books also crumbled.
Well, that's strange. How did that happen? What is gravity? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I figured the entire case, minus the death, but I figured it. Wait, no, actually, no. fuck. Wait. What? Hello, son. Aren't you going to open the door and let the inspector in?
No.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm still waiting. Please.
I'd better tidy this place up first. My OCD.
It's the term for your OCD. It's infectious.
The violent emergency stop had solved one mystery at least in a very vivid way. I knew that what awaited us on the other side of the cabin door would not be pleasant.
There.
This is not the
Hurried
time for
around
name
the
calling.
cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. To be continued.
It's only been an hour.
Help.
Alright, we can stop now, right?
I mean, we could, but like, it's only
Time to
been an
quit.
hour. Why is it already to be continued?
Again. Because a day passed, that's why. Not a day, even.
I don't know why, but the sound font made me think that we were in the court.
It is still the 9th of January.
Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ends up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Somehow, Susato's hand took it, then gently slid back the bolt.
You! What are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters? Seaman, you are supposed to speak, so speak.
You both look unhurt. Good. You didn't fix the bookshelf, though.
Yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship.
Yes, it appears to have been a false report, though. Someone did it for fun.
How did that happen?
Who would do such a thing?
There's a dense fog outside. It's extremely difficult to see. Somebody must have thought he saw a ship ahead. But what I want to know is, why does this guy next to me have stripes on his face?
Yes.
Why don't you? And you call yourself a seaman? Pfft.
I have a black eye. Does that count? No? Alright, fair enough.
That does not count as a stripe, or my name isn't Beef Stroganoff.
This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop.
Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere.
This first-class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment.
Oh, I see.
What triggered the alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside? The big red button?
Ah! You wicked intruder, dressed all in black, you are the devil!
Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil's a new one.
You opened my traveling case. How could you?
What? No, we didn't touch it.
We were snooping, but
But we didn't
That's
open
right.
it.
That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when he came into your cabin to snoop into your panties.
Inspector,
yes.
arrest this man. I know he did it.
I've got good
He
news
is
for
a
you.
criminal. Is it not enough that he has killed a man?
He's already arrested.
Duh. And he is stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe?
Huh?
What?
Take him away. He is a trespasser as well as everything else. Stowing away, trespassing, killing. She is right. You are devil.
No, it's not true. This doesn't look good, does it?
There is cell below deck. Throw him in.
Not the dungeon.
Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police.
Wait, a cell?
Please, Inspector Hosonaga, there's nothing you can do.
This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. Also, I don't think my face can take much more. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. I was joking, but alright.
Well, this is terrible.
This is a real crisis. I've got to find a solution. I'm going to jail.
I won't even pass go.
Oh,
I got the joke.
If you don't do something soon, I'm gonna have to put you in gay baby jail.
Get out.
Over. Listen, wait. I'm sorry that we stuck in here without your permission, but
Get out now.
we just need to investigate and you help understand what happened.
I cannot read this.
Get out in Russian.
Yes, get out in Russian.
It's no use. She's not going to listen. I need to find someone who will. You listen to me.
Blood doesn't want to read all the flavor text.
You've got yourself into a difficult situation here. By entering this cabin uninvited, I mean...
Sorry, I was just so desperate to find a clue.
I'm afraid there's really nothing more I can do to help you. If I push my luck any further, a punch to the face will be the least of my worries.
Thanks. I'm really sorry.
I have to take responsibility for giving you the freedom to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin. Now that this has happened, I'll have to report to the captain at once.
I really need some help here. I need a savior to rescue me from this crisis.
Save you
Hello,
with a
Joe.
Check
U.
the vents.
Alex Holmes, help!
Oh
Oh my god, he's there!
I love him.
What the?
What's he doing?
What are you doing up there? Mr. Holmes!
Do you like my sunglasses? Naturally. I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. I feel like a princess. Haven't I told you that as a detective, it's my business to know what other people do not? This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no.
Well, why were you hanging from that book before then?
For fun. Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 rubles, naturally. I wish to determine that if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce.
I never know whether to take this man seriously or not.
He's boxing the air now. He's fighting ghosts. Call him Willie.
Ah, you again, the great detective.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Inspector, I confess I've been looking for you. We are cut from the same cloth, you and I. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
What is to report? Speak.
An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing.
It's time to play the minigame.
Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Buryat, has been solved by me, naturally.
Okay. Amp, for as much as I wanted to continue, you have my permission to stop if you don't think you have time for this.
What?
You gotta at least watch me spin one time.
Really?
Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to illuminate all your minds.
Wow.
For I am about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case.
Sounds great.
Greatly.
You have solved it. Even Hedgehog understands this case.
What's Sonic do?
He
Phoenix
stole
Wright
my
is not in this
rings.
game.
He stole my rings, and I will never forgive him. I hate that Hedgehog.
I
We all-
despise that word.
We all knew who was responsible for killing Student Boy this morning when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is this doorway, and he has handcuffs to prove it.
Wait, that's not how it works. I didn't do it.
That is how it works. I said so.
The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anybody else who could have killed the victim.
There is.
Because, as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. Which means the culprit must be somebody who was inside the cabin.
Yes, it's what's called the locked room mystery in detective stories.
Duh. Locked room. That is point. The room was locked. Also, I'm late on this, but what up, Evil's Bane?
There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin. There's no way at all. No.
There's no way.
No way.
You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all.
What?
Sir,
Oh, yes. There is another entrance,
I guarantee
if you're sussy enough. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. What other entrance? We never discovered one. I'm starting to lose my voice. Damn. It gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak.
Being a great detective, solid.
The Ventilator Man.
Oh.
Ventilator Man is also my favorite Mega Man boss. The Ventilator?
You think this is funny? Because I do. I cannot even put my arm through that hole.
What's your problem?
Shut up,
That's
stupid
because your arm
Japanese
is
fool.
thick as tree
Damn.
trunks.
You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening? It's not possible. You'd have to be some kind of 15-year-old ballerina or something to do that.
you're fine.
Ah, but it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator.
It was the monkey. Mr. Sholmes, do you mean? I referred to the words Kazuma wrote in his diary. The speckled band. That's always saying something. The speckled band.
Uh-huh.
Precisely, my dear madam. But what does it mean? What is this speckled band? The answer to that particular conundrum
He's talking to himself.
is in this very cabin. Anyone else going crazy?
Stop talking to yourself.
Hiya! And
Stop
I
fighting
get him a
ghosts.
left and a right.
Mr. Holmes, what are you doing?
There is a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What I'm about to expose for all you to see will shock you to your cores. My sick kung fu moves. Behold.
Yeah.
Flashbang.
What the?
Ah. Snake.
Stroganoff is choking off. Allow me to introduce you all to the band. The Speckled Band.
Snake?
I could have sworn it was a cat, but
Indubitably.
the snake also adds up.
Dobby, those two are very different.
Okay, but hear me out. The fucking bell.
Hmm?
What do you mean a snake?
What the hell?
I am not
Uh,
silent
Mr.
because I want to be. I am silent because my mouth cannot move right now.
Mr. Sholmes, just one thing, please.
Pray, what troubles you?
Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy, would you say?
Huh?
Yes, you're right. I think in this case, you'd have to call it the striped band, wouldn't you?
My mistake. Sorry, here's the right snake. There's two of them. You both see and observe with distinction. However, do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall?
Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap.
Actually, it's a snake.
How exactly?
Get this thing off my face.
I think perhaps it's time that I explain the intricacies of my train of thought.
It's a jumping.
All aboard. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova?
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the young man who died. But that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me.
There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one, last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin.
Ah,
And number two, that same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life.
The murderer was a snake?
Yes.
no.
What do you mean, no?
You're wrong.
And his wife was a bull.
Get out. In Russian.
So she's right. He's hit the nail on the head.
This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi?
Yep. Yep.
Looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head.
I quite like him this way better.
I thought you were the Japanese word.
I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck.
I forgot too. Brand new.
So, everybody, let's begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular, also featuring this random boy in handcuffs.
The game is foot.
You ready to keep talking? And
Oh,
somebody
God.
explodes.
Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following.
Take it.
His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Besides being grammatically incorrect, you cannot deceive yourself. It was very funny.
Yes.
When you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. Spin. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So, we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary.
Ah!
The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band,
That's
whereas, regrettably,
yeah.
this little lad's markings do not fit that description in any way.
It's better-
What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
What are you hiding? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this.
Oh,
Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes. That's what you are trying but failing to conceal. It can only be this snake's sloughed skin.
we shag it.
Or shedded, as a normal person might call it.
It's a tie. It has nothing to do with the snake.
Evidently, after the subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin. No?
I don't know what you are talking about.
Last night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters.
Without a loading room service, I might add.
Very impressive. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it sheds its skin.
A veto.
The snake so dreadful, we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India.
Ta-da.
A horrible place. It's like Australia, but more north.
But less under.
Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter. The grim demise of the victim. I have projected this dead man onto the wall for everyone to see. And how did he lose his life anyway? And why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. Yeah. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Now, if we take that as fact, which it most certainly is and won't be disproven later, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
I am looking into the flashback that I was not a part of. Could there be? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Thank you.
Yes, an examination of the deceased's body will prove the cause of death conclusively. The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend. I did not realize snake bite was one word.
This makes no sense. What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
I agree.
I have the autopsy
There's-
report right here. It's been updated. He did not die of venom. Done.
There is no point feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova. Even though the snake is right on top of a sailor's head constricting him, it could only be venom. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place that you chose. Hiya.
The open container.
That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case.
Oh.
When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt.
You don't.
It is telling that the victim made a note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his bed.
Okay.
That was your signal, was it not? The sound that you'd use to train your serpent friend. To kill.
To train?
Indeed, you'd put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle, which apparently we heard, actually. Wow. Technology.
Fuck was that?
You wouldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Do you deny the snake has undergone such training?
It's not true.
Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. And the waviness of his hairband. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor man's life. There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible.
So I'm
I'm
having
90% correct.
I'm having fun making jokes about like the sailor just going crazy. But homie is just standing there like vibing. He's just like hanging out.
It's true.
He is indeed strong enough to withstand the snake.
Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the speckled band. If anyone else tries to spin and do any fancy moves like that, I'll kill him.
Or
That's
take the
copyright
handcuffs
infringement.
off. Or take the handcuffs off. One or the other.
One of the two.
That.
Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is the key to training any creature. And snakes love milk.
Incredible. You've solved the mystery. It was perfect.
Amazing. Your great deduction really lives up to its name. I see now why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name. My dear man, who sounds so much like me.
You flattered
It
me.
sounds like you're setting yourself up for praise.
It was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand. Or garderobe.
What?
You venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes?
No.
Oh.
It will credit.
But of course, what's on your mind?
Next day. It's just about your deductions before. It's bullshit.
I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly.
Loud and proud.
Oh, yeah, good. First of all,
Firstly, what? Secondly, the fuck?
snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family.
You are well informed, madam. Sorry I had to do my cool move.
And reptiles, don't drink milk.
Ah,
It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see? So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward.
is that a book on steaks? You fucking bitch.
It's a book on whatever she needs it to be.
No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. I wonder what you would call that. Some kind of Pavlovian response or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pavlova's
Anyways.
snake.
Moving on. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds. It could have been an egg, for example.
Well, there's something else. Snakes have no ears.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to sing out the snake by whistling.
Okay, but like, they do hear, though. Come on now. But madam, what of the tales from Arabia? Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sounds of a flute?
I know this one. They listen to foot signals.
I think perhaps the performer plays the music in time with the snake's natural movement.
Oh. I see.
The snakes can hear vibrations, but not actual sounds. Though it looks like they're dancing to the music, they're actually dancing to like the footsteps of, I believe it's the action.
Yeah.
No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless.
Wow.
Damn.
Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes.
There's one other thing.
You have more?
I ask questions, these aren't questions.
Snakes use their skeleton and their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the one in these cabins.
It should try harder.
Yes.
Please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back with a hope. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine that the snake could have a part in this. The snake is innocent, Your Honor.
First the pellet, now the snake? What the fuck is this?
He's dejected.
Don't make that noise again.
I think we need to step in and help again. Mr. Nelodo.
Oh no, you don't mean...
It's time to spin.
Yes. We need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deduction and turn them into the great ones they ought to be.
Look, he's already
We need to be
taking
his
handcuffs
editor.
off.
I had a bad feeling this was coming. Alright, let's give it a try.
Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo. Naruhodo.
Yes, right.
So, cast your eyes down to your wrists again.
What?
Bazinga.
You've done it again.
The handcuffs are gone. Again.
Where did they go? Fear not, I shall see that they're restored after our work is done. The animators didn't want to give him a second set of animations involving handcuffs.
Ugh, I really wish you just leave them off.
Now, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular for 2. Featuring this fucking guy.
I like how the line is like, cast your eyes down to your wrists, but they couldn't animate, or they couldn't like pan the camera down, so they just animate the wrists coming out.
I'm not reading this.
Yeah, it's a skip.
Good. You don't have to.
Nap. Your aching heart.
Pause. She does have a pained expression on her face.
Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma Sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind.
But you're not sure if Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? Could there be some other way to interpret her expression?
Let's take a moment and really look very closely at Miss Pavlova. Like close, super closely.
Zooms in.
Uh-oh.
A snake in the background.
Oh, Nelodo-san, look! It looks like a very painful wound.
Looks like a scratch made by some kind of small animal like a cat. And fairly recently, too.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here. Also, aren't we be kind of rude of us to just spin around her like this? Oh well.
Look at her 3D model.
Sholmes'
Don't
voice.
do anything.
Look at her
Sholmes'
ear.
voice, like, we're spinning, we wanted her to spin too.
Yeah. You better not do anything crass with your spinning powers.
She has such petite ears
okay,
and
she's not wearing a
that
skirt.
beautiful hair. Like little pink shells.
Oh, what's that? There's something dangling down from her ear. What could it be?
This is a big zoom.
Ah, that's an earring. The crescent moon part looks as though it's made from wood. Not metal, wood. It's charming, isn't it?
They haven't invented metal yet.
Damn. Women do seem to love ornaments like that. And ornaments. And their hair around their necks, on their fingers, and even hanging from their ears or something.
Well, jewelry is beautiful, that of the sun.
I wouldn't know.
And just a reminder, like, the button to get information is not the same button as, like, presenting.
She really does look troubled.
Yes, it's hard to believe she's putting that impression. She's putting on that expression on to fool us.
But if you look closely, it's almost like she's actually staring at her hands.
That's what do you think?
Perhaps something physically causing her pain. We should definitely look, even though we said, okay. That's it. I'm not going to try to, like, oh my god, right ear.
Holy shit.
We're reading all the flavor text.
It's the same text.
Except now there's no earring. Well, no dangling earring.
Earring.
An earring, is it? I've never heard of that before.
Incredible.
Part of it might be missing. Okay. That's interesting.
That's okay.
Perhaps she doesn't seem to notice that's broken.
Man.
Alright, how do I get out of here?
There is a different button to present than to just, like, talk about the thing.
Present.
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 Yes.
Spin.
Yes, you recall those horrid events. That claw scratch smarts with pain.
Indeed. And a simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh.
I'm not trying to do that, I swear.
Miss Pavlova, don't make that noise again.
I have to make like a noise of exasperation. What do you want from me?
How hard is it to be a voice actor? Like, sometime last night.
When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse.
Spin. And it is that very pain that evidences your... I've already read this part.
He's going on strike.
I'm going on strike.
You go the other way. Right. You look-
Give me an Emmy and I'm never working for you again. Writhing serpent. Surely we won't find a cat in the background somewhere.
Seems likely that the scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except, snakes don't have claws, do they?
No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow.
Do you need your stupid book for that?
Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? Wait, where'd the snake come from? What's the true identity of this friend of hers?
I think
Should
I think I
probably
know
split up
where
this
the snake is from, but I'm not gonna say it because even as a joke, like, I don't know. I'll wait till after.
That's where we'll find the answer. Of the snake.
Where's her friend?
I'll make the
It's the
joke about my
seaman.
idea. Yeah, the Z-Man. I'll make the joke about my idea if it winds up being wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right.
There's no doubt, is there? He looked in this direction. Straight at Seaman Stroganoff.
Did the snake ate her pet mouse? Well, they do seem to be friends of sort. You can imagine how you could possibly fit through that ventilator.
Don't forget that I managed to fit inside Cosmic's trunk when we first boarded the ship.
I was asked for that bruise, but I think an equivocal little smile would be more effective. Man.
Men are more flexible than you think. Oh my god. It's a photograph.
Fuck
It's
you,
a
I was right.
Kitty cat.
It's almost like I've played this game before.
This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away.
This must be something. I wonder what it could be.
She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, that's true. But personally, she's not my type. I mean, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. Maybe we'd better take a closer look at it.
Holy shit, we can investigate this painting.
Look at that little cat Miss Pavlova is cuddling here.
We can investigate the 15-year-old's redacted.
Yeah. Oh, what a cute little kitten. It could vie with you, couldn't that, the son? What a blackest outfit.
A black kitten. From the looks of this picture, at least, Miss Pavlova seems very attached to it. Yes. Tail.
Miss Pavlova,
Besides just talking about her, you just present the cat.
Did
You
we
your
find
friend is Miss Pavlova.
We had the same thought. Same brain
Do
cell.
we need to look at this flavor text?
It's your call. You're the one playing the game.
That must be a stage costume he's wearing.
It's quite stunning. I should like to have something like that, but even I should.
I know, because she's
wearing
proper.
3,000 rupees on her head as well.
It's called a tiara, that of the sun. And you shouldn't think of it purely in terms of its value.
She must be a strong-willed woman. To turn her back on the world stage and run away all on her own. Alright, it's the cat. Present.
Tyler tried to get me to play something else, and he told me to make fun of you for dropping combos.
But when
Without doubt, your friend is the little kid we see before us.
I will have you know, I haven't dropped a single combo all day.
Have you played it at all today?
This is not important. Continue eating.
Yes, the scratch mark on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear.
Oh no. Fred, your mic.
Yeah.
The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you?
I'm not reading this because people get mad when I do.
I did say "og," and then I did quirk up an eyebrow, like, all right, funny man, show us what you got.
Yeah. Also, I'm putting my headphones. Is there no audio now?
Can you tell?
She's frozen.
You
The
broke it.
the game's like alt tab or something.
It's not.
Oh,
You broke it.
you broke it.
Unplugging my headphones killed the game.
Well,
Why would you do that?
No.
It was caught on my chair, and I was trying to like untangle it.
It's over. Game's over. Everyone go home.
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Just close the game and relaunch it.
Yeah, but okay. That might be. I can't do an alt F4.
It's super fucked.
Yeah. That might have to be the end of the stream, and I can just get back to that point.
We're gonna have to stop here. Technical difficulties. Sorry for.
But why did unplugging my headphones crash the game?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Checking for DLC. What fucking DLC? DL6?
So.
That's
we
auto.
probably
That's
lost-
the auto
we probably
save.
lost progress unless there's an auto save.
Okay, so it's at the start of it. Yeah, so we'll add the course correction. So we can
I'm
we
not
can blitz
reading
through
this.
Yeah, we can blitz through this.
Don't read any of this.
Was there a skip button or something like this? I forgot. Oh, wait, go
Skibbity
back.
toilet.
Wrong. Text skip. Wait, text skip. Turn it on.
Wait.
Help! It's in gameplay.
Yes.
I can't skip the animations though.
Just speed through it and do what we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
I press the wrong button. What am I pressing? Where?
Present her hand, happy speed.
Yes!
Man.
Me trying to figure out how to play this game on keyboard when I've only played on controller.
It's
Damn.
Or say we'll never know what happened if we declared the T-bot to be a friend.
Excuse me? This game sucks.
What? Yeah, you didn't present the thing, you have to examine it first.
Yeah. Listen, I was right, the game just sucks.
Dobby, you ruined that perfect playthrough!
It's fine. Okay, fine, we'll reload the save. We'll reload the save.
I don't care, I don't actually care. Just keep going.
It actually doesn't do anything.
Yeah, click on the...
Oh, you can just, like, use the mouse, by the way.
I don't care, click on it.
How? Why is it space?
Yes!
Okay.
We still have to skip a little bit, definitely.
It's when she screams.
Yes.
is it?
The screen was so powerful, it's actually...
Yes.
Ah!
Like, now go remove the text again.
I mean, it's fine, just don't mash.
I guess so.
And Darka is my best friend.
Okay.
I couldn't leave her behind.
Darka would appear to be a Russian blue.
Wow.
And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. Where the fuck did this snake come from? The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably,
What?
this specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way.
I will say my idea for what the speckled band was is wrong, because I thought it would have been the tail.
What explanation can we give, then, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night?
No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this.
But it does. I'm pretty sure I read this before.
Yeah, it's just mash a little bit until, like, we have to correct him.
The snake's shedded skin.
Did you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back.
That's probably like a cat toy then.
Keep it in your pocket. He just left it in your
Exactly.
pocket. No one would ever have known.
Oh yes, boys like that are Mr. Shum's specialty. He's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something. That or she's a dumbass.
And that deduction was the specialty. Or maybe making me believe that was a ploy too.
Anyway, I find it hard to believe that that's the skin of a snake.
In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back?
Spin.
What's she actually trying to hide?
It's
kind of hard to actually look at it.
just point at it.
You can
and
literally just
click
use
it.
the mouse. Whatever.
Well, it is speckled, and it is a band, but... What is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy. A long piece of cloth of some sort. That looks like a handle on me.
I think it may be a cat's toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently.
How is that a toy for cats?
Cats like to chase the band around and paw it. Also, how she fit that in her pocket? That handle is kind of long.
Deep
Kittens in
pockets.
particular love that sort of play.
Look how huge your jack is.
Pockets and...
I'm better!
You only need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it.
That sounds positively adorable.
Cat's toy. Then I guess we just fucking prevent the thing. Spiel.
Yes, the thing you're trying but failing to conceal is, a cat's toy.
Precisely, and the true nature of the now infamous speckled band.
Ah. All I can do is make sex noises while these two men dance around me.
We're having a lot more fun than you are, that's for sure.
Yes. Too bad.
And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it.
But why? For what reason?
My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return.
Ah.
In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka.
Kya!
You're getting better.
Yeah, there was a cat at the toilet, so I was able to make it not a sex noise.
A truly troublesome feline. Young Darka is proving to be. She must be caged once found.
The cat is a murderer!
K
Or
for
can-
KM Snake.
Or confined inside some kind of box. Anyways. You'll forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova.
It's evidence now.
Yoink. That is a really cute cat. Whittle.
It was after I gave her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand, and then ran up the bell cord, without alerting the nurses. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator.
Maybe it's a small and light cat.
Darka, she is so naughty.
But it doesn't answer the question, where the fuck does Snake come from? Right, you can skip that, yeah. Because we're probably repeating it. Until we correct her.
I think we probably theoretically could save at any time. If it gets to be too late.
What Mr. Sholmes says is true. There are no signs of a wound anywhere in Cosmo-sama's body.
That's right. But Mr. Sholmes seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Cosmo wasn't poisoned.
Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now. Gold photo. There it is. Yeah.
Yes!
Sir! The autopsy report has been updated.
Ouchie.
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report.
Ah, yes, I knew it was one or the other.
His neck was...
Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that. I don't even... Look at the size of that neck.
Being strong enough isn't some immortal freak, you know.
That's my favorite, like, Phoenix Wright expression.
Yeah.
The jury is out. Anyways, we have it on good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as fact...
By the way, Wilman,
Spin.
that's your favorite because you didn't play the third game, so you don't know about the third game's expression.
Alright, fair enough. We can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime.
Oh no, could there be?
Yeah. Deceased's body.
Someone died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something or someone.
Yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found, though.
Presumably, Daka didn't silently creep up behind Kazuma and deal him a fatal blow. Ninja cat?
I suppose. Well, cats were strong enough, though. It's possible they hit a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident.
Oh yes, a bad fall could explain it.
It's very hard to believe of Kazuma-sama, though. He wasn't a clumsy man.
Well, we need to fix this deduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what happened?
If only there was a specific event that made people had to brace for it violently.
Yeah. If only.
Mark on the floor.
Yes, an examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively.
This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish. I tasted it myself.
Shoe polish?
Indeed. Positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course. Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. Or shoe polish, depending on where you're from.
And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asogi's laced leather shoes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at that point on the floor and tripped.
Please, no.
And, by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell towards the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant, he lost his life.
No.
It was a cat all along.
He tripped on the
I
cat?
don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know anything about this.
Is that really true, Miss Pavlov? Point. What about the evidence left at the scene when Mr. Asogi lost his life?
Yes, the facts are as clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place that you chose. Traveling case.
I don't believe it. Guess there's someone merely tripped over and now he's no more? It can't be true. I refuse to accept it, minus the hundreds of times this actually happened.
I know it's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest that's what's happening.
But he was so strong.
And if this part of Mr. Sholmes' seduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it.
All
Here
it
in this
took
cabin.
for the ribbon to stop flowing was a little bit of autumn and a little bit of fall.
Where? I wonder.
Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here somewhere.
I chose to ignore it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Traveling games.
It's in the trash.
Trash.
This is a waste paper basket. Perhaps all the first class cabins have them.
Well, there wasn't anything in here 5 minutes ago, but maybe now there is.
That little on set occupying the cabin late last night. Presumably there's not much rubbish in there. Oh, what's that?
It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it? Hey, look, it's the second half of the bell.
Yes, it is. And I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you.
No, I'm just schizoid.
I can fucking present that, I guess.
But then,
Present.
Please.
I don't.
that's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that waste paper basket.
Good. Here we have a fragment of some intricate glass object. It would seem one that has a familiar air, in fact.
Precisely. We found another piece of broken glass on the floor in Mr. Asogi's cabin.
Fred, just play a soundbite next time.
Sure.
And as you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly well.
Oh no.
So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider what this tells us? Why would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin?
Yes.
You're well acquainted with this glass bell, are you not?
I don't.
I don't know, and that hushed Russian accent of yours won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question.
What?
Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes. Evidence linking Miss Pavlova and the little gas bell. Hold on 1 second, let me look through my notes again.
The picture of the cat.
Here it is.
Yes. I fucking love like yes, and we know exactly like this thing. Isn't that right, main character?
Yes.
If you look at this photograph, you can clearly see hanging from Darka's collar the very glass bell in question.
Spin. The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. The young man who lost his life last night did so after a truly inauspicious fall. I've read a book or two.
And the cause of that fateful stumble? Points. Spin.
Your absent feline friend, Darka.
A for effort. I couldn't tell anyone.
Your cat's
I'm
a murderer.
Sorry.
Arrest this
The
cat.
murder.
Where's the cat? Death,
Death by tripping over a cat.
Murder cat. Elementary.
You'll find my bill in the mail later.
Amazing.
Pussy's
I've
so
already
strong, I could
deduced
kill
your
a
home
man.
address, and I'm putting it on screen now.
I would like to stop here.
Okay. That's
we
fine.
did finish the minigame.
Yeah. Although
Get back in the
at
wardrobe.
this point it's just a falling action, but yeah, that's fine. Fucking whatever.
Get back in the garderobe.
Yeah, let's get back in. Yes.
Alright. Good work, team.
We did it.
We
The
don't
cat
need
was
to
the
save.
murderer all along.
Oh, we saved twice.
Yeah.
That's fine. Save more.
Literally autosave anyway. Go team.
Hooray!
Hooray! Alright, I'm gonna deafen and play closing music if no one else has anything to say.
Mm.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
I'm gonna go.
Little
Bye.
See ya.
is Talos streaming? Talos is not streaming. We can raid Nico, I guess. Does Nico allow for 1 viewer raids? Let's find out. Nico 273. Huzzah! Alright, I am muting and playing music. Later.